I filmed this video back in June, and it's taken me a while to make it, but looking back from this time of year, it's hard to believe it was ever that cold. G'day everyone. So winter's finally arrived. Heading in the Arm River track to Pelion. Haven't really got a plan, don't really know what I'm going to do for the weekend, but it's always nice to be out here. Hopefully heading up Pelion West to look for an old mine. Maybe get up the mountain for a look if it's alright. The forecast is pretty good apart from this morning. So yeah, might be a pretty good weekend. Well, as you can see, I've had to put another layer on. Now it's not raining, but the scrub's so wet, it's like walking under a hose. So I probably went 100 meters through it. I was already running down in my boots, so I thought I'd better stop and put something extra on. It's Lake Price. The weather's improving, so the forecast I reckon is going to be right, but I reckon I'm still going to stay in Pelion Hut tonight. There's not too many people, because the fact that it's dark at 5 and not daylight till 7, 14 hours in bed's too long for me. But anyway, we'll go down to the hut, see what's going on down there, and go out and do something this afternoon. So wow, look at this, the water has been over the bridge in the rain a couple of days ago. Pelion West up there. I'll head up that way tomorrow, just up to the lower slopes below the fog there, have a look, see what we can find. Well, here we are in New Pelion Hut. There was 2 people here, they just left. They told me they haven't seen anyone else on the overland track, so I know there's 2 other people coming tonight, and that'll be about it, so it could be a quiet night. And look, we've got a heater, because it's cold. So yeah, I'm staying in the hut because I've got it all to myself. I don't know if anyone else is going to come along. It's quite cold outside after being in there in front of the heater. Now, it's a bit late in the day, but I'm going to head down to Old Pelion. Just wander down and have a look at the copper mines. Haven't been down there for years, and yeah, see what I find. And be back in time for tea. Mount Oakley up there. Here we are at Old Pelion Hut. Got restored here a year or 2 ago, so I hope we'll be here for another 100 years. I've spent a few nights in here. It's better than being outside when it's snowing. So there's Old Pelion Hut, and I'll just go over here. I'll just spin you around. You just see Mount Oakley through the trees. So when I rode up on the bike and went for a walk to the Wolfram mine, that's the bank just over here. I came down about here somewhere, and the old bridge is just down here. As you can see, we're almost down there. A lot of it's been dug out. There's a big pile of tailings there in front of us. We'll just get down to that. Get down to this little bit of scrub, and we'll Get my head torch out, I think. So here's one here. There we go. I can sort it. There we go. See it better. We'll just go down around and go into it. Right, just going in for a bit of a look. Luckily enough, my feet are already wet, so it makes it a lot easier. I know there's lots of people going here, but pretty amazing that this is way up in the mountains. There we go. Don't know if they ever made money out of it. There we go, there's the end of it. Up here, see if I can get how cool is that? Look at him. He's a big fella. And all his friends in the corner. Here's the next one. This doesn't go very far. As you can see, or maybe not see. Oh, yep, that's it. Alright, but I'm sure there's another one down the river. We'll go and try and find that one. Alright, so we'll just come down this bit of a bank. We're almost down there, and here's the other one. Just got to get, whoa. Just got to get down here. Alright. Righto. We're down here. Feet are wet anyway, so this isn't going to matter. Alright, we're out of the water. It's probably the second time I've been in it. It's nearly always flooded when I try to do this. There's the end of it. Well, there you go. Now you can see why most people can't find it, because there's the creek, there's the mine, but you've got to come around that bit of a cliff, and the other mine's up there. So I can remember coming up here one of my first few trips. It'd probably be 25 years ago, and the bridge was still across. There was a metal bridge here for access to the mines until the Park Service pulled it down because it wasn't safe. But it was somewhere around here. Can't see any remains of it. Alright, so this is where the bridge was. You can still see it's like the edge of concrete footings here. So yeah, that's where the bridge was. I remember going to the other side and I thought that's where it was. Well, I've got 2 hours till dark and about half a kilometre to go, so just going to wander slowly up the creek here till I get to the bridge and then head back to the hut. It's just so nice down here. Perfect afternoon. It's Pillinger there where I come from. See it or not? And there's Oakley. So I'm just going to wander back to the hut, make a cup of tea, relax, and yeah, not going to be very long, it'll be dark. So probably talk to you all in the morning. Oh, good morning everyone. It's a bit of a chilly start this morning. So I didn't do any filming at the hut last night because heaps of people turned up, but I still had a room to myself, which was pretty good. Now, today I'm going to head up to Pelion West. Don't know if I'll go to the top or not, but there's an old coal mine down on the lower slopes. So I'm going to go and see if I can find that. Anyway, it's going to be a good day, so we'll see how it goes. There we go, I think this is it. So that's bang on 8 kilometres from Pelion Hut. So I'll head up and find some sunshine. Don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there is a track under all this scrub. Ah, it's wet. Yuck. I reckon it's 8 or 9 years since I come up here. The track has certainly grown up in that time. Oh, we're getting somewhere. Look at that view. Tiny bit of snow on the mountain. Right, it's more than tea time. It's not a bad spot to stop. I don't know if you can see that or not. There's Pelion West, and there's a little dot just about here. I'm going to head down over the bank, see if we can find it. But anyway, you wouldn't get weather like this in the middle of summer. It's absolutely perfect. Not a breath of wind, tiny bit of snow on the peaks, just all the mist rising up out of the valley. How's that for a sensational view? Now I don't know if you can see it, but there's Paddy's Nut, and if you go to the left of that and down, you'll see a cliff line that's a sort of white looking. Now when you're over there, there's a coal mine down the bush there, and so there's a series of mines and outcroppings around below Paddy's Nut. At the same elevation below Pelion East, there's a series of outcroppings of coal, and where I am here is the same elevation. So yeah, I just think that's pretty interesting. Now the problem at the moment is, do I go through that scrub or do I go through that scrub? This looks easier, so we'll head down in here. Ah, it's full of scoparia. Holy moly. Ah, there better be something down here. So I've come back out of that. I slipped in a hole and the scoparia was over my head, so we'll just scout around the outside of it, because I am cheating. I've got a grid reference, but it's only 100 metre accuracy, so there's no point going straight to it. Let's see what we can, yeah. It's not good up here. So I've got through the really bad scrub. I've got down here. It's more open underneath, but it's going to make it hard to find anything. So I'm still going to head down to where the grid references put me, and then we'll work our way out from there. Look at this, it's like a little Pandani jungle down here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find anything in this stuff. So I missed it on the way down through there, but I'm just coming out the edge here for a look at the view. It's pretty spectacular. I'll have a bit more of a look, but if I don't find it, it's too nice a day to be down in this scrub. We'll zigzag around a bit, see if I can find something. Otherwise, I'd like to get back out in the sun, to be honest. I don't know where to go now. Well, it's an hour later, and I'm still been going up and down this hill. I could have walked within a few metres of it and not found it. So I'm just going to zigzag my way back up the hill and get back out in the sun for a late lunch. Could still find it, but I'm starting to doubt it. I ended up going up and down the hill a few more times, but so another half hour's passed. Oh no, maybe it's an hour, I can't. But I'm getting cold and there's no water down here, so it's time to head back down. Time to head back up to the sun and find somewhere for some lunch, I think. Get through this bloody scoparia. Need hands free here. Oh, well, I got back out of the scrub, back into the low stuff in the sun, so just going to head up the hill here somewhere. Oh, it's a shame I didn't find it, but once I got down there I realised it was a pretty big task. Anyway, we'll head up here. So it's still a beautiful day. I got up on the end of the mountain, but all the southern facing sides of the rocks were covered in frozen snow. It was a bit too dangerous to keep going, and it was pretty cold up there, so yeah, I decided to head back down and enjoy the rest of the day. And there we are, back on the main track. So it's a couple of hours back to the hut and a cup of tea, and we'll sit down and relax for the hour or so that's left of the day. I'm nearly back at the hut, so we'll go in and see how many people have turned up today. And, make a cup of tea and sit down and enjoy the sun. So talk to you all in the morning. Good morning everyone. Well, I'm packed up and we're heading back out the Humber River track, back to the car and home and back to work tomorrow. Anyway, it was drizzling rain this morning. Everything's pretty overcast, so it's probably a good day to be heading home. Talk to you later. That's the end of another Tasmanian adventure. I didn't find the mine on Pelion West, but it's just an excuse to go back, have another look. The weather yesterday was it was fantastic. You couldn't get a better day than that, even in summer. So yeah, it's been a few good days away, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you all on the next one.